Flip man, it's the flip man, You want some money in your hand, flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Oh, we live? Get that bag. Okay, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I got trying to get a lot done here before this week. This is a terrible week for business in some cases. But welcome to this daily live. I set up. You send the thing out on community. Read it before you send it out, cause you know I do. All right, but we're here to answer your questions about wholesaling real estate. But no cash or credit. It's messed up. Something wrong with me. I barely learned to read and write in school. Anyone can do this. Or the educational system is not as important as they make it out to be. Especially now. So, but welcome to today's live. And we're here to answer your questions. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. We're all over the place. We're in here, Kingston. I'm ready to answer questions. Make sure you like and share this. Follow me on all the mentioned platforms and then some. Share this. That's all we ask. You don't even have to like it. Just share it. Right. Ideally both. But please share. Make someone's day. They might like looking at me. So maybe this chair is going to be better. Got a little back on it. And if anyone got a suggestion on lighting, I don't know if this office is most conducive for it, but I got two big lights up in my face right here. I wish you all could see it. And I think I'm still now on Instagram. Once now, I think we're pretty good, right? It looks good. Yeah. Okay. But on YouTube, it's just not enough light. So any professional audio lighting experts, preferably out of Hollywood, please lend any of your expertise. We have the two big box light. I know they supposed to do like a what they call it supposed to have like a triangle going on. Supposed to have one, and then saw one like in behind, but it ain't started set up for that. So. Remember we tried to do that a long time ago? Yeah. We tried to lift it up all it'd probably be better if I had some lights coming down. Yeah. That's what the problem is. I think so. It's just not right in here. Yeah. So any suggestions on that? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like how it looks on YouTube or whatever. So we ready to answer the question. Let's get it. Oh, the topic. How to choose the right real estate agent.
All right, the first question
for wholesaling.
All right, the first question is on TikTok. Just got 30,000. Where should I invest it?
30 grand?
Yeah.
How did you get 30 grand? First of all, because I might need to know. But with that being said, are you already wholesaling, or you're trying to wholesale, or you just asking my opinion? You just hear, you got to be a little bit more clear on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if it's just extra money and you don't need it to run your wholesale business, then my answer would be into some crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, something like that would be my answer. Instead of just sitting in the bank somewhere.
Oh, he said your opinion.
Huh?
He said in your opinion.
I'm saying, but like, I'm saying, are you trying to wholesale real estate? Are you trying to real estate invest? I got to know that first, before I can answer. Please, sir. Please.
All right, so the next question is on Instagram. If the comp has an extra room, is it still a comp?
Yeah, it's the square footage that matters, because houses can be renovated to fit same number of bedrooms or bath if needed. Not always, but so it's the square footage that really matters. That's where you really want to compare.
All right, we have a new person on. They said, "What's the channel about?"
What is this channel about? Number one, do you want to make some extra money? Right? If the answer is yes, you're in the right place. What this channel is about, what this live is about, is we teach people how to get involved in real estate without using their cash or credit, right? So if you have $10 in the bank or 10,000, it won't matter. If you have a 450 credit score or an 850 credit score, it won't matter. Neither one of those will be barriers to entry. The only thing you need is the understanding of how to find a great real estate deal, tied up on the contract. You'll basically sell that contract. I'm here to teach you how to do that. Now, this is just a live and it's limited on how much information can be given out, but on my YouTube channel, right? I've been putting out content since August of 2008, 13 years. That's over 700 plus videos a day to this video. So everything you need to know is there. There's really no excuse. So number one, do you need to make more money than you're making now? Man, I don't know how much money you make. You might be rich. I don't just slump it on to me or whatever. But if you like to make 5 figures a month, then you stick around.
All right, everybody from YouTube and Facebook is just saying hello. What's going on? What's up? I was just watching your videos. What's up, Big Ty? So people are saying, "What's up, Flip? Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Monday."
We're looking for the lighting expert, please.
Okay. The first question says, "Is the market dead during this time of year?"
No, I wouldn't say it's dead by no means. It can slow down a little bit because, like the title company, we were trying to put a closing together for tomorrow. One of the owners couldn't be there. They could be there Wednesday. We ain't working Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. You know what I'm saying? So it got pushed back to Monday. So that's going to be normal during this time of year.
Right.
Now, this is a bad week. The week of Christmas is a bad week. The week after Christmas, a little better, and then it's back on again. But in between next Monday and Christmas is on a Saturday this year, so probably up until like the 22nd, 23rd, you're good. 22nd for sure. Start to get a little tricky around the 23rd or whatever. And it's not because sellers and buyers are not still trying to make things happen. It's just the support. Attorneys, title companies are the issue. They'll be a little lag or whatever. Now, a lot of people trying to get deals in this time of year too. You have 1031 exchanges trying to be used. People doing it for tax purposes, getting something else on the books or whatever. So there's a lot more activity than what you would think this time of the year for a number of reasons. So to answer your question, hey, it's still time. You can still get it in.
All right, this was from Devon Harley on YouTube. They said, "How much is the accelerator and what's included?"
I would hate to quote that because it's going to change, and then people, you said, so just text me, and I'll be happy to text you over the price.
All right, this was from Big Sip _662 on YouTube. They said, "Say Flip, I purchased PropStream through PropStream and other affiliates. Will you show me how to properly use the software?"
Well, we have to use that. What's the word I'm looking for? That what's the word? We have to use that time that we allocate for that to individuals that signed up through Digulator, right? Mm-hmm. But what you can do, nothing prevents you from switching over, because I'm pretty sure people switch over from me. Just reach out to them, and I'll tell you how to get under our umbrella. Yeah, just text the 205-964-5243 and reference, what you just asked. So, right. Well, and what he was talking about is that you see the word time here. If you're the tool that we use, one of the tools that we use every day is PropStream. We use others like Batch Leads and Skip Vault and or whatever, but which Batch already has training in place. So if you go through now, I can refer you to that. But with Prop, they don't. So we're doing it in-house to make sure people know how to use it. The worst thing you can do, start the 5-day free trial and don't know what you're doing, or you may already have it and it really wastes the money if don't know how to use it. So we're here to try to help you learn how to use it, because information is so powerful. Data is so powerful in this business and any business. It gives you an edge in a number of ways. So if you can afford it, then you definitely need to have a tool of that type. I'm going to recommend that because that's what I use and that's what I'm partnered with. So we'll train you on it for free. All you have to do is text the word time to the 205-964-5243.
All right, this is back on TikTok. Is it possible for someone that is not living in the U.S. to own property there?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
All right, this one is from Monique Griffin from YouTube. She says, I have been in real estate wholesaling for about 2 years and only got 2 deals. Should I change to wholesaling mobile homes?
I wouldn't say do that, Monique. What city are you in? Let's start there. What market are you in?
All right, this one is from Conscious Mind on YouTube. What?
I forgot to anyway. Go ahead.
Okay. What can a real estate agent do to help me? Can I sell different tax listings to people in different places?
So what can a real estate agent do to help me? Can I sell different tax listings to different people in different places? Well, which I'm gonna go into it. We're gonna wait a little longer so till we get a few more people in here, but I'm gonna go into how an agent is going to help you. But as far as the other question, can I sell different tax listings to people in different places? I'm not sure what you mean by sell different tax listings. If you can be more clear on what you mean by that.
All right. This one is from Michael from Facebook. He said, what programs do you recommend when wholesaling? For example, Podio and other lead programs.
Well, Podio is more like a CRM, which we have our own CRM. What am I doing? We have our own have our own CRM. My thing on here spinning. My own CRM. So you text the letter CRM to the 205-964-5243. But I just went through diatribe about PropStream, Batch Leads. Those are some of the other services. So you text the word text, that'll show you who we use for text messaging. ARV, if you text ARV to that shows you how we comp properties and some of the other features that are offered with that particular tool.
All right. All right, this is on Instagram. What's the best way to get a wholesale contract for an on-market property in states that don't allow dual agency?
They said what? Say that again.
What's the best way to get a wholesale contract for an on-market property in states that don't allow dual agency?
Well, if that's going to be your angle, you're going to just have to bring an agent to the table. And what they mean by that, some states will allow an agent to represent the seller and buyer, and some won't. So you have to have your own agent. The buyer has to have their own real estate agent, and the seller has to have theirs. So if that's the case, then you're going to have to bring your own agent to the table if you're going to target those type of properties, which I don't suggest as a new wholesaler. You may not be a new wholesaler, I don't know, but the new wholesaler, it's easier deals out there than dealing with real estate agents.
All right, back to
On the seller side.
All right, back to TikTok. The person that asked is
About the 30 grand. Go. I'm sorry.
The person that asked about cannot own a property that if they live out of the United States. They also asked, how do you do that? And do you have any videos on YouTube to show how you do that?
Now I'm not, I'm not sure how you would do that. but I know a lot of property is bought here from foreigners. A lot, right? And so the process, I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be state specific also, but I'm sure there's some videos out there that will tell you how to buy a property. How can foreign? I would YouTube search how can foreigners buy real estate in the United States.
All right, this is again on TikTok. Do you need to submit anything when canceling a contract or run out of time?
What is that? What is that? Okay. Ideally, you're going to send over either an email or an actual document with a release of agreement or cancel of agreement.
All right. Miriam Moore from YouTube said you should put a light overhead.
Oh, top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How can we do that, Mary, without it being in the screen? Thank you for part A of that answer.
Also, y'all don't know, but the ceilings in here really high.
Oh, the ceiling's probably 30 feet.
Yeah, they're really high.
At least.
All right. This one is from
Might have to get an electrician or somebody.
Yeah.
Drop us something down. That's probably what we need to do, though.
Yeah.
Just to get them to drop down some lights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess we have to do that. There you go. Look at King. Well, I don't know what we're going to do with you when you ain't here no more. When you retired. Retired from the business.
All right. This one's from Coy C. Vickers Jr. He said, what information do you need in order to partner on a commercial wholesale deal?
Well, the type of property, number one, make sure you're targeting something that I'm actually interested in, and that changes. It just depends on the type of property. So if you'll just text me, I like right now we're a little bit more focused on self-storage, always multifamily, and I can just tell you with both of those, preferably, we want you to be dealing directly with the owner, right? Definitely has to be off market, and from there, it just depends on what stage of it you want us to get involved. Ideally, we would like for you to have talked to the owner, and this internet tripping. Y'all tripping over there? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, you on different. Yeah. So it won't let you do it just on the cellular data.
You can't do it without the Wi-Fi.
Really?
It won't turn on.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you all can switch over to switch over to M-Town Boy. See if you can find that. Yeah, M-Town Boy.
Which one? 2 or the 5?
Either or should work. Then I gotta tell you what the password. Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. We trying. Hold on, TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, I'm gonna say. What I said, M-Town Boy.
Yeah, I'm on 2G right now.
Y'all don't know what that M-Town mean, do you? I ain't telling. Where's the password? Who put that as a password? No, I didn't either.
Who said who put that as a password? If y'all don't never know this, Flipman don't never know his password. Let's talk about that time.
As many as he got, he just be doing that.
No, he don't. I can be all about TikTok. I be like, Ty, what's the TikTok password? He be like, ooh.
Oh, I know what it is. Let me do it right quick. Let me make sure I do it on this side. Hold on, guys.
Y'all, we sorry. What y'all cooking for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, what y'all got going on? What y'all having? Have your boy over. Have your boy over. So bring me a piece of paper. I'll write it down.
It should be paused.
Oh wow, we paused. Oh my God.
They're gonna be talking about you.
Oh,
We be trying to get on
I'll
here.
be all right. I'll survive. Oh my God. There you go. What that on that Swift. All right, so we live on YouTube. Give me a question while we're on YouTube.
Well, I don't know if you finished answering him, but he said, "What information do you need in order to partner on a commercial wholesale real estate deal?"
Oh, okay. I think.
Did you finish?
I think I finished. But yeah, ideally you want to collect um, um, as much information about the property as possible. But the main two things is you're dealing directly with the owner. It's off market. Ideally, right now, self storage and what do they call it? Multifamily. Still got the truck stop thing going on. If you text me, I'll send you the link on that on what to look for on that. But that's it. So, and then I'll let you know what other information that needs to be collected. So, if you can get income, expenses, the P&Ls, all that information, vacancy rate, the unit mix, that information, that would help out greatly. So we could want some gas?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. I wonder why the other one tripped.
Look at
It's probably because that TV, them two TVs are on it. That's probably what's dragging it down. Yeah.
All right. This one's from Jordan Hemingway, from YouTube. They said, "Where does the fix-up price go on the country?"
The fix-up price, the ARV,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's talking about, the ARV, after repair value, it goes nowhere. That is for your eyes only. But no, it doesn't go anywhere on there. The only price that goes on there is what you and the seller have agreed upon, or what you and the buyer have agreed upon, which are normally less than both. I mean, both are less than the ARV, the fix-up price, as you called it.
All right. Devon Harley said, "I'm in North Carolina and feel I have information overload. I haven't found a motivated seller yet." I think they're the person who said they've been doing it for a while and they ain't got no deal.
Yeah, I skipped over that sort of. Then I asked them about where they at.
Yeah.
It was a young lady, I think. But Devon, real quick. So my question is always going to be there when you say I'm in North Carolina. I feel I have information overload. I haven't found a motivated seller yet. What are you doing to generate leads daily? What are you doing? If you can answer that, Devon, then we can go to the next step of this troubleshooting.
All right, this is a similar question. I've been trying this wholesaling thing for a few weeks, but I can't seem to get a deal. I'm confused on what I need to do, what I need to go for pre-foreclosure or mobile homes, etc.
Same question goes to you. You know what I think? It may be the camera too. I think I need to.
You probably need to turn the what you call
I need to up. I wonder if we use that camera, how would it look? Cause it look good over there, don't it? And it allows me to bright up. Anyway, same question on. For a few weeks is not a long time. What's the name? Leah Marie.
Yeah.
Is really not a long time, and focuses on pre-foreclosures. That is a very difficult target for a number of reasons. Mobile homes can be, but you need to be in an area where there are a lot of mobile homes, right? Okay, and so with mobile homes, the trick there is if land is not included, the lot is not included, then it makes it difficult to wholesale if it has to be moved. A lot of times with mobile homes, the cost of the move is worth more than what the mobile home in itself is. So now if it's in a mobile home park, then that's a different conversation because it doesn't have to be moved. And now you can purchase it and keep paying the landlord, whoever's renting out the space, the actual lot, the difference. So you just have to run the numbers at that point and see how much you can rent for in that particular mobile home park. So is it better, doing better now? Okay.
Anyways, this one is from Andrew Weeks on YouTube. He said, "I'm hearing that title companies are getting to a point where they're not allowing assignments anymore. Have you heard about this? And if so, what's the workaround for us newbies?"
Man, I don't know where you all be getting this information from, man. These folk, why would they stop doing it? They're making money. Those are some of the easiest transactions they can do, a cash transaction. You're worrying about the wrong thing. No problem.
Okay.
Trust me, and if you're in a large enough city, one stop, another one will do it. But you're good. Just worry on finding a great deal, placing a buyer for it. I don't like to use the word easy when explaining none of this stuff, but if there's an easy part, it's getting your deal closed once you have a seller and buyer in place under contract.
Okay, Rena from YouTube said, "Have a great Thanksgiving time. My 2-year-old grandson loves you."
Oh, wow. Bring him on.
Yes, let us
Hey,
see
oh my
him.
God, bring him on. Hey, come on,
Flipman, love the kids.
Rena, and come on, line. Let us see little Junior.
Okay, this one's from Donald Long. He said, "Flip, what's the process for flipping properties in the states that you can't do assignments in? I can't become a realtor."
I don't know a state that you can't do assignments in. What state you can't do assignment contract in? Now you have your states where they require you to have a real estate license, which is Illinois, Kansas, and Oklahoma. And the city of Pennsylvania wants you to have a wholesaler's license. Other than that, I'm not sure what state you're talking about that you can't do assignment of contracts.
All right. This one is from Miriam Moore.
Yeah,
She said, "I spoke to a local realtor about an hour ago, and he says he can only connect me with buyers if I own the property already. What are your thoughts?" Stop talking to him, girl.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay.
Yes.
The first course I bought, one of the things that I remember in that course, he said, do not ask real estate agents about wholesaling. They will try to discourage you right out of the business because of something they don't even know what they're talking about in most cases. If you go through my channel and any other, but definitely my channel, you will know more about real estate investing, the basics of it for sure, than if it was a million. Oh, well, I'll just put a percentage on it. You're going to know more than 95% of the agents out there, maybe 90% about that. You're going to know more than them. Don't ask them about real estate investing. You're going to know more than most agents. The agents that haven't figured out, they are investors, but have a real estate license. The others, no, which I'm gonna get into in a minute on how you can use the other ones. But and that guy there, that's somebody that you clearly don't want to use with on the seller or the buyer side. I'm gonna get into the other side over here in a moment.
All right, I got one on Instagram. It said, "Hey, Flip Man, I found a vacant tax delinquent house. I skipped tracer and I got all the numbers, but they were all disconnected. And then I skipped trace their primary home. All of them are the same numbers. What should I do next?"
Are they local? Go knock on somebody. Send somebody to knock on the door. But you can do direct mail, right? Or you can ask the neighbors to the house where it's the house that you're targeting. See if they know how to reach that person. They probably tired of looking at it. It's probably an eyesore in the neighborhood if it's vacant and not being kept up. And again, you could go knock on the door.
All right, this is also on Instagram. What list would you recommend pulling on PropStream if you're just getting started?
That's sort of hard to describe over the line because it's more of a visual thing. But if you and I need to do a video on that because that's a common question.
It is.
Even though I sort of have one, but it's not about that. It's just included in that. So if you text the word text to the phone number here, 205-964-5243, even though that video is about how to set up a text message campaign and the proper way of doing it, the first part of it is me building a list in PropStream, right? And now part of, if you sign up through PropStream with us, and when you text the word time and you set up to schedule that training, that's part of one of the things that we show you how to do is to is to build the list.
This
Time, we're just saying it, time after time.
Okay. This one is from That Freshness on YouTube. He said, I'm working with a mentor and moving on his time. I want to go ahead and pull a list off PropStream, find a deal, and bring it to my mentor, kind of show that I can be resourceful. What would you recommend? I guess it's the same question.
Yeah, it's again, if you already have PropStream and you sign up through Dealulator, we will show you how to build lists. That's part of the training that you do. So text the word time. Again, if you hadn't signed up through it now, we're gonna politely tell you, I can hear Ken now. Ty said, she don't just say she said it. Ty said,
I usually say you have to already.
yeah.
And then I say,
That's it. All right, this was from Karen from YouTube. She said, hey, what proof were you asking for to get the free info session to teach me how to use PropStream? That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, if you signed up through Dealulator,
Yeah.
all I need is your email address that you signed up with. That's the only thing I need, and we can check it quickly.
All right. Janice from YouTube said, greetings. I appreciate you so much. I'm still educating myself, and I'm in the Seattle market. Oh, I love Seattle.
Seattle, that may be the first time we didn't have somebody that acknowledged themselves in Seattle. I ain't gonna say it's the first time somebody in Seattle watched, but acknowledged that they were in Seattle. Huh?
I don't know. I think we didn't have some before.
Okay, well, is it raining there?
Right. Is it raining there? Probably. For sale by owner, what are the pros and cons?
Of targeting for sale by owner? Now, if they're off market, preferably that's cool. They already want to sell it. You want to buy. So now it's just about negotiating numbers that work for both of you all. But like any source of generating leads, you have to be consistent, and it normally takes quite a few to get to a deal. It can be very difficult. But if they have it for sale on any of the sites like Zillow, any of those sites, then it sort of puts you at a disadvantage a little bit because it's already been advertised. And then say if you put it on the contract and they don't remove the listing immediately, you put it out there to try to find a buyer, even if you already had a buyer's list. The first thing most individuals do when they're trying to find out information about something, guess what they do? They go to this website called Google and they search. And if it's for sale anywhere online, boom. Now that contact information to the seller is there. Now, if you can get them to take that listing down, then boom, you're good. You're good. So hopefully you negotiated a really attractive deal. Now, if you don't know what an attractive deal is, and I still ain't got a card for it, I forgot. Text the letters GD. It's for good deal, great deal, gigantic deal. GD.
Make sure you say what it's for.
Text the letters GD to 205-964-5243.
all right, this is on Instagram. What do we do if there are no comps for a house? How do we get the ARV? Is it worth trying to get it under contract if no comps are available?
Now, if there are no comps because there are no transactions in the area, then you're going to avoid that because normally there's no buyer for it. Now, sometimes a property won't comp is because it's either too small or too large, meaning that the average, if it's too small, that means the square footage of that house is a lot smaller than what the normal square footage of houses are in that area. Most neighborhoods have like a pattern of houses because they normally were built a lot at the same time, especially in cities. They were built around the same time, so they'll be built on similar plans. If you'll notice when you're driving through a neighborhood, I don't care if they were built in the 40s, the 50s, the 70s, 80s, a lot of times they're going to be built similar to each other, right? And so sometimes it can be overbuilt. I know some of you all have seen what we call the mansion in the hood. It'll be overbuilt. The lot only goes so back. So granddaddy, he just started building back. going the other way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't moving. Ain't nothing wrong with this neighborhood. I ain't moving nowhere. So he's just gonna build. But guess what, granddaddy? You won't ever be able to get that bread out of that. You know what I'm saying? You overbuilt. And sometimes that's the situation. So so you may have, if you're using a service like PropStream or Bachelor, something like that, you may have to adjust the square footage because it'll default within a certain range, normally about 20% up or down. So that could be the issue also. Just make sure that's not the issue. But who said that about the lighting? Who said that about the lighting? What you find out, Ken? You looked it up?
Yeah, I saw one, but it looked like this is just.
It's tall.
No, it looks like this one, but it's just slanted down.
That'll be. We need some
It
real.
was like $69.
I'm sure it's some that, you know what I'm saying, that's portable like that, huh? And do what? Hold it. Oh. My golly, just harsh. Okay. Okay, you're right. Electrician. We need an electrician. Okay, man.
All right. This is on TikTok. The next question is, this is very broad, but he said, "What's currently working for you, Flip Man?"
You're right. It's broad. We do a lot of different things. I'll tell you what we do. We do text messaging. I got some folks, I don't even know where they at, somewhere doing some cold calling now. Do direct mail, not enough. Bandit signs, got tons of those out there. Don't do it. Well, we got driving for dollars. You know, we got that. What else? Oh, and got the website. Got Facebook ad and Google ads. All of that. I don't do it enough. I did it a couple months back. So it's actually it did pretty good. Then a deal didn't come from it though. So as of now. So but you have to be consistent with it. Any of it you have to be consistent with. You can't just do that one time. So if you're gonna commit to it, you have to commit. Whatever that number is, you have to commit to it. And the day I was ready to pull out my credit card, I did. They wasn't ready. So you know how that go. I get freeze brain. So.
All right. This is on Instagram.
Debit card.
Ty, I'm in DC area. Is it possible to have you as a mentor?
They were?
DC area.
I'll be in DC the 4th and the 5th. Yeah, December. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to. I just playing.
Keen, I bought your ticket. I bought your ticket and they said, she too far, Jesse, you know what I'm saying?
A vaccine party.
Huh?
To fly?
No, you don't have no car. No, you don't. That'll shut this whole thing down. Yeah. Oh no, they not gonna do that. The way that industry is suffering, they not gonna do it here.
Yeah.
They not gonna do it here. That ain't even consideration. Democrat or Republican, that ain't the consideration. The vaccines to fly.
Okay, we're not talking about that on here. That ain't.
Oh yeah, that's right. They'd have been in.
Right.
Then did something to my channel. I'm talking about that.
We know how you girls like to tussle.
Yeah.
This one says, "How do we contact you?"
Huh?
Well, if you have a question, you can text the word question to 205-964-5243.
What about?
It's the market good in Arizona.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This one says, "I need a contract for, I tried to get yours, but for some reason I can't access it."
Well. I'm not sure what you're doing because my contract is very accessible. All you have to do is text the word contract to this number, 205-964-5243, and what happens is magic. You'll get a link back with a video explaining how to access the contract for free, how to fill it out for sellers, how to fill it out for buyers, and how to get it signed electronically if that's an option, which you should always pursue. So there's no not getting my contract. You're not watching the video. People say, I'll send it to them. Oh, I didn't watch this. No, you haven't. If you're asking me how to get it, You might have seen one of my other videos. It may start out the same, but this is the most, when I'm sending you the most current. You haven't.
Okay, this one
I'm,
says.
hey, I'm not gonna, hey, guys, my blood and sweat and tears in this stuff, in this content. Most of it, what y'all say, 98% of it, I did all myself. So
Literally.
when I'm talking to someone, they say something, well, I say, no, you must be watching somebody else's stuff, because I've never said that. I know what I repeat over and over again, 2 + 2. You know, I can spell my name in this content.
All right. Is there extra steps with planned unit development for HOA? I did driving for dollars for 3 hours. Majority of the properties have that HOA.
What do you mean? Homeowners Association? What is it? That's the only thing I know. Planned unit development.
Yeah.
I don't know where were you driving? Where everything is in development. You need to get outside of that area.
Yeah, if it's under the house.
Yeah, and that's those are new constructions. You know, you're gonna make wholesale those. That's,
It's
you
getting
know,
very bougie.
you got a better chance of probably winning the Georgia and Florida lottery at the same time, and not the Powerball or not the Mega Ball, whatever they call it. But maybe we're not understanding your question, Mr. Blunt. Explain a little more detail for me. Maybe you're over above my pay grade.
All right, this one says, do you have a lender that you can go to when you're running out of time?
To do what? To do what?
I guess on the due diligence.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain a little bit more, Miss Pat or Mr. Pat. Pat can be both, can it?
Yeah.
That's Eunice.
You didn't say it.
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't say it. Do you have to be a realtor to do this?
Not at all. Now, with that being said, Nara, that Nora or Nara? Nara, okay. If you're in the state of Illinois, and you're in the state of Pennsylvania, I'm sorry, state of Illinois, Kansas, and Oklahoma, and the city of Philadelphia, PA, which city of Philadelphia requires you to have a wholesaler's license, which is like a business license. From what I was told, only about $500. But in those other states, they require you to actually be a real estate agent or a broker. Now, there is a way around that. Not really a way around it, but it's just a way of just still being able to do business there, which I've explained a number of times. You can go back and probably watch the one we did on tomorrow, the 23rd. So the one we did on the 16th, I think I broke it down. If you go back and watch that live. Oh, let me go ahead and get into the realtor thing. Go into the topic. Y'all think we good to go ahead and do that?
I'm about to say, can I do 2 more?
Huh? Okay, so yeah, no, well, we folded 2 over here. 3 over here. Let me go ahead and go in. It's real quick. Y'all have heard me say, you watch my TikToks. You seen me on TikTok. You seen me on Instagram. And so basically what I'm explaining is, okay, you got 2 sides of a transaction. You got the seller side, you got the buyer side. On the seller side, it is difficult to deal with real estate agents because you all are adding resistance. When you're on the seller side of a deal with a real estate agent, you're at an automatic resistance. I've said this a number of times over the last couple of weeks. The more it sells for, the more they make. The cheaper you can get it, the more you make. So you're bumping heads off the top. But on the buyer side, if you get an agent to help you find a cash buyer for your deal, you all are on the same team, because the more the house sells for, the more you make. The more the house sells for, the more they make, right? And who you're targeting you're going to target agents that deal with flippers. Now, there's a simple way of doing that. That's part of one of a recent video I did. I show you how to build that list of agents in any market of any decent size. It'll pull a list of agents that are dealing with flippers. Guess what? A lot of times those agents deal with multiple flippers. So whenever you have a property under contract in a particular area near a property that's on that list, then you reach out to them, say, hi, I see you have this listing at 123 Main Street. Do you think your client would be interested in purchasing another property like that at a significant discount? Only an idiot would say no, because that agent has an opportunity to double dip. And what that means is they'll make money whenever they purchase it for their client, part of that transaction. And then when the flipper or investor renovates it, they'll make money on the resale. So they make money twice on it. What agent doesn't like to make money twice? So if you're going to target or use real estate agents, use them on the buyer side of your transactions. They are terrible in most cases, not always, of finding deals, but they're good at possibly getting rid of deals. So that's good enough, Akon? You understood that? I just did. I just said. Okay. Yeah, choosing right one is the one to deal with buyers. If I need to be clear, choosing the agents that on the buyer side is the ones that deal with flippers. Those are the agents that you need to target. Shazam. Shazam.
All right. Do a couple more.
You can do it. I'm ready.
Okay.
I satisfied. So.
Okay. All right. So we're back on Instagram. They said, how do you feel about the new rules slash regular? I can't even say that word right now. Being put into place for the future. So I'm guessing they're talking about like maybe what they're doing in like Illinois and places.
See, you all don't look at it like this, and I'm saying this to the people watching here, so you all are very fortunate. See, when they put those laws in, like in Illinois, in Kansas, in Oklahoma, and I guess the city of Philadelphia in some sort, I would love to be in those markets, right? Because the people that even were doing it, running for the hills, some of them, enough of them, the people that wanted to start doing it, and they don't want to go through the process of becoming an agent, they running for the hills because they're not looking for a solution to what the lawmakers think they were smart enough to do. But people that are entrepreneurs, innovators, that's how you make money, solving problems. One of the quickest ways to make money in this country is to solve a problem. Or to do what most people are not willing to do or know how to do. That's it. Perspective. Okay, that's good. Okay, so they say you need a light. Okay, boom. A lot of struggling brokers out there. So let's do this. I said I wasn't going to explain it, but since Ken asked the question basically again in a different way, and I know he just picked the question. But boom, there are a bunch of struggling brokers and agents out there. I don't care what market. So in those markets, for sure, partner with one of those. Create a marketing / social media / web development company. Each time that you all put a property under contract, you go register a domain name, aka a website name, www. I don't know who needs to know that part of it, but 123mainstreet.com, .net, .org, .biz, whatever, .club, .eth, whatever you want it to be. But .com, it doesn't matter. $10, $12 max. All right. Go use one of the free websites, Weebly, Wix. I think GoDaddy even has an option for that. Post pictures and video of that property. You and the broker has, your partner / broker agents has the property under contract, we'll say for $100,000. You all find a buyer for $125,000 that's going to pay $125,000. When you all close on the property, you sell them that website, 123mainstreet.com, whatever the name of the street is of that property, for your half of the deal, which would be $12,500. Please, somebody tell me why that would be illegal. Agents buy services all the time, including websites.
All right. The same person that was in DC area, they said, where will you be in DC on the 4th?
Well,
They said they want a mentor now.
Well, it sort of ain't that type of trip, but I don't know where I'm going to be because I don't know nothing about it. I got stuff booked or whatever, but I don't know that much about the market sense. Someone invited me. Matter of fact, I can tell you who it is. If you go look up YouTube, well, I got invited. Let me see. Aaliyah and Antoine, a couple. If you go to YouTube, do a search for 70,000 and Flip Man, you'll see a video from probably like 2016, what I did with them. They made $70,000 on their first deal up in that market. And they're having a Christmas party. They invited me. So like, what the. Well, these are people that.
Early Christmas party.
Yeah. Well, people do that though. They be just really.
Oh, you wearing the ugly Christmas sweater?
I saw them when they were on Shark Tank. They done made a lot of money. I saw them when they was on Shark Tank. I thought,
now you can get a friend with them.
huh?
Are you gonna wear it?
I might do that. I didn't even think about
You
it.
should make a Footman Christmas shirt.
Oh. Yeah, I don't like to wear other folks' stuff on the top part anyway. Maybe I'll get my girl that do my what you call them? Do my drawings and stuff, my characters. My characters that do something. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to do that this whole month, don't y'all? Boy, y'all brilliant. Just surrounded by brilliance. This.
All right. Somebody on Instagram said, "Thank you for doing these lives, Flip. You don't know how much this helped me." And then they also asked, "Will this live be on YouTube?"
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can get a better experience on YouTube, I think. Even though it's the lighting is not that well, but we're gonna fix that.
Okay. Instagram or YouTube? I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me.
It may be the camera. I may need to. I may need to stop being cheap on this camera right here. I thought it was doing the job. When this over, we're gonna test it on the other one. We're gonna test it on this. I'm gonna put it up there. We're gonna test it and see if that's the issue.
Okay. I'm gonna try to knock a lot of these out, so we're gonna try to do short.
Okay, if I can do short.
Okay.
I'm not long-winded, Emma.
Sometimes, okay. Angel from your Facebook said inspection is done before or after the contract is signed.
Huh?
Is inspection done before or after the contract signed?
Well, Angel, technically, you as a wholesaler, you don't do an inspection, and a lot of your cash buyers, investors don't do them either. That's one of the great things about it. But to answer your question, normally, if you're just doing a purchase for like yourself or something like that to live in, then yeah, the normal inspection is done after a contract is signed. Okay. You don't want to do it, you don't have a deal in place.
All right. Janice said, folks need you to do a video about thinking like a boss or a business owner. So many of us come to wholesaling with the employee mindset.
Oh, and
you know what?
And you're right. Who said that?
Janice Muhammad from YouTube.
JM, you're right. Now that's been brought to my attention before, right? Is that young lady used to work before y'all. She said, Mr. Ty, what you don't understand is what she wasn't trying to just tell is that sometimes when they're trying to get into wholesaling, this is their first time trying to start a business also. Period. And so the stuff that you take for granted about just the business, forget about the wholesaling, but just running a business that you just because you've been at stuff like this for so long, you may take for granted that people might not know what I don't know an LLC is. We just start there, or they need a business bank account. They might not have a bank account. Period. So let alone a account for your business or accounts for your business. So just minor things like that. So And it's different. I don't know everything, you know, by no means. So I trust me, I get it. I get it. So we're gonna try to do a better job on that. I know we do. You know, the real Instagram reels and the what's it called, the shorts and the TikToks, and most of it be about wholesaling. We might try to start doing some just business stuff, you know, or whatever along with that. We're always on the hunt for more content ideas or whatever. So.
All right, this was from YouTube. She said, I'm a real estate agent. Does this help me better with looking up homes and finding out who owns what? How can I use my agenthood to benefit me better?
Okay, she said, I'm a real estate agent. Does this help me better with looking up homes and finding who owns what? What is she talking about? What is she talking about?
Like, is her being an agent going to benefit her being a wholesaler?
Oh, yeah. Now, if you have access to MLS, it's going to allow you to look up property and owner information. Yeah, that's going to be a benefit to you. But Miss, how you say her name? Renice?
Yeah.
Renice?
Mm-hmm.
Her daddy wanted a boy, didn't he? Oh, Ron.
His name might be.
I'm just man. That's what I asked you, did the kid. When I first met you, she said, no, my daddy's name was Charles or something. She said, Jimmy. Anyway, so but Ronice, as long as I don't know if you can, well, you can, I'm sorry, but right now you probably have the agent's mindset, but you're here for a reason, right? So have the investor's mindset, and you just so happen to have a real estate license that you can use to your benefit. But your mindset should be investment first, and you just so happen to have a real estate agent license, a broker, whatever you are. All right. And I would recommend targeting as many investors and wanting to deal with them as possible, because if you go out and find me a house to live in, I might not see you for another 15 years if I wanted to use you again. Whereas investors, you might see them every 15 days, the same guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way I would be running my business. I wouldn't be running around showing these people houses and stuff. Ain't no way I'd be doing that. Huh?
Period. Okay.
I'll be running around showing investors houses because I know they're gonna pull the trigger quick.
This one's from Didi.
Maybe I got that roll. I ain't putting it down. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about Tyrone. I would be terrible at it anyway. I can't say nothing. Huh? That's what you gotta say. To the left we have.
Oh my God. All right. This one says, I would like to buy a flip or a fixer upper. I've got 17,000. I just moved to Marietta. Any suggestions?
Didi.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
You got 17 big ones. You in the game. The only thing you need to, my recommendation to you, Didi Love, is have the patience to process and understand this wholesale game, and you can add at least a zero onto that 17,000 in a very short time. Because you have a war chest, right? You have a war chest that most people don't start out with. My number was $250 when I started, right? So educate yourself first, and you'll be able to use you'll have to use a very small portion of that to make it, to flip that 17,000. I was finna say something else.
All right. This one says, during the inspection period, do we have the cash buyers come at the same day and same time?
Well, I think you're confusing the inspection period. You're not actually having an inspector out. Yeah. It's there for you as the wholesaler to give you time to find a cash buyer. And if you don't, you can cancel the agreement without losing your earnest money deposit. Yeah. But you're not actually having the house inspected per se. You're not hiring an inspector.
Even if they did show it to people, I don't think I would have them come the same time.
Oh, talking about the inspector, yeah. And I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Definitely. He out there trying to point out everything. And oh my God, no.
All right. This one says, I have a deal on the table. Was supposed to close tomorrow. My investor backed out as Grand Prairie, Texas, title free and clear. Dang.
Yeah, the deal, and he backed out. What was the reason that he backed out? number one. But yeah, just go. If it's a really good deal, you shouldn't have a problem finding another buyer. What happened to that one?
Pistol Pete said they're in the process of completing their first deal off of a bandit sign. Wish me luck. Good luck.
Good luck,
Congratulations.
Pistol Pete.
All right, this one says I have a book. I have a phone. I have booked a phone call, but the date was double booked. Your assistant was going to call me back, but never got the response. Is the accelerate program still open?
They fill really quickly, Miss Neal. Just text me and I'll try to do my best to get you in.
This one says I have one market home under contract and I'm trying to wholesale the property. The home is mostly going to get torn down and built up. The ARV is 400K. I can't find a buyer. What would you do?
Okay, so I have one home under contract. I'm trying to wholesale the property. The home is mostly most likely going to be tearing down and built up. The ARV is 400K. I can't. Okay, we need some numbers there. Quan 2X. We need some. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
We need some numbers there. So you say the ARV is 400K, but what? If you want to put it out there, what do you got it for, or whatever? That's the only way I can help you. And then what's the square footage of it?
All right. This one says, what do you think about cold calls during the holidays? Although people still have problems.
Well, you really only have 2 days that are holidays.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. Today is the 22nd.
Yeah.
So we got 8 more days in this month, right? And then we got another 31 in the next, so 39 days. So 37 of them are game. Well, outside of the Sundays, take away the Sundays. So probably about 30 of those are game. Christmas Eve, good. New Year's Eve, good. All of them. The main holidays.
I say holidays.
They there.
You better get your Christmas money.
Yeah.
This one says, if you can't find clumps for a property, how do you determine ARV? I have a property in ATL, and I'm having a hard time figuring out my numbers. Is it possible to do a deal with no clumps? No. Leave the house alone.
Yeah, I sort of explained earlier. It may be a property where the it's smaller than the normal size property in the area, depending on what tool or service you're using to comp it with, or it's much larger than the normal size property. Sometimes that's it. In a city like Atlanta, it's hard to find pockets that don't have comps. It's possible, but it's rare that you don't have some sales going on. So it may just be too large or too small for the normal size house in there. You just have to adjust the square footage to pull up other properties.
Okay.
All
right, this is on Instagram. Is absentee owner still the best lead source to target right now?
I don't know if it's the best, but it's up there. It's up there.
Let's see. This guy said, you asked where I heard the assignment stuff at. I heard it from Jerry Norton, a Jerry Norton video that he had recently done.
I know Jerry a little. I would love him to point out the states that just doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'll ask Jamil. They deal in many more markets than I do. I'll ask them if they having any trouble. That's who you need to be listening to. You know what I'm saying? So they do a massive amount of deals each month.
All right, this one says, why is it that you can find some houses or buildings on Zillow and not others?
He said, what now?
Why is it that you can find some houses or buildings on Zillow and not others?
Wait a minute. Why is it that you can find some houses or buildings on Zillow and not others? That's interesting. Sometimes the address that you have is not the address that the county has it listed for. The mailing address, like the house number or what's on the mailbox, may not be what coincides with what the county has it as the address. That happens. If you could give us the city that you're talking about, Tawana.
Let's see. This one says, can I take my first home and do my first deal?
Can you take your first home and do your first deal? Meaning the house that you purchased?
I guess so.
Like you live in? Of course. A lot of people, that's how they get their start.
They wholesale their house.
Well, not really. They'll just sell it. They own it, so they'll just be selling it.
I got
Yeah, they'll just be selling it.
you.
Well, a lot of people do that for just businesses, period. They'll liquidate the house that they're living in. I watch Shark Tank, one of my favorite shows. You'll hear people say that often. We sold our house. They move back in with mama, you know what I'm saying? And this is how much we believe in it. I ain't telling you that's what to do, but I'm saying that's what people do.
All right.
You can always get more stuff.
Do you know anyone in the Atlanta area that can mentor me in the wholesaling business?
Was that Kyle, KB? KB, I don't know anyone that would do it for the low of zero.
All right. This one says, can I do transactional funding and purchase the property and sell the property to a cash buyer in Oklahoma without working with the real estate agent?
On the surface, it seems like you should be able to do that. I'm not sure how tight they are on the law, that they're far ahead of the game. Just from me just thinking about it, I don't see how that can be prevented because you did actually purchase it. They just trying to prevent the assignment thing more than anything, but you did actually purchase it. But again, I'm not an attorney and I haven't actually studied those laws, so I'm not sure.
All right. This one says, how do you stand out from your competition?
Being consistent.
Do you do deals with on-market deals?
No, we don't fool with those, especially with single family.
Let's see.
There are easier deals out there, my man. I know it seems like it's low hanging fruit because it's already advertised. All you gotta do is just use old Google. But that's one of the harder ways to do this, by targeting properties that are already for sale, especially if they're listed with a real estate agent.
All right. This one says, is that fee on the Dealulator $97 a month for everything? One fee for all features? Because $97 a month on the site is on the site several times.
Yeah, it covers pretty much. I think that if you get into the list automator, that's an additional charge. And that's something you don't have to have. But the 97 covers everything that we use for sure and that we would train you on.
Let's see. This is a follow-up. He was saying that he was one who said something about the HOA house.
Mm-hmm.
He said on PropStream, when I searched the addresses and the info, it said planned unit development.
So is this just one property? Or this was multiple properties? I hate to keep asking the question. I don't.
This one says the addresses weren't new. They were distressed with lots of old mail.
They said what?
The addresses weren't new. They were distressed with lots of old mail.
What is he talking about? He responded to something else?
Yeah, this is like just more than one comment. He also said they were off market and vacant. I don't see any info online about it. So I'm not sure. I guess they were just some distressed houses, but it said HOA.
Yeah, you have to research them and see
it
who
sounds
owns
like
it.
a company bought it.
Well, you have to see who owns it. Well, whose name is it in now?
Let's see. This one says they have a property on the contract that was supposed to close. I already read that. This one says I found a listing with an agent. How should I approach him? You're not working with agents.
Kim, you can find tons of properties that are listed with agents. That is maybe I need to explain. I know how to explain this area. I should just go and just get it out the top end. Like I'm gonna have to explain it. I know when you get into this, and we use the internet for everything. So obviously you're gonna go to the internet, you see houses for sale. So why can't wholesale these? You can, but it's difficult. And let me give you some of the reasons why it makes it more difficult. Number one, it's already being advertised. And if it's listed with a real estate agent, as you're talking about it, Kim, again, the agents are in it to make money. Trust me, they'll say, I'm professional and I'm worried about my client. May be all true. But guess who they're worried about first? And as they should. It's called human survival. They're worried about their bill, their power bill, their car note, their kids' tuition, feeding their kids, sheltering their whoever loved one of themselves. So they're worried about how much money they can make first. Guess how they make the most money, Miss Kim? They make the most money by selling the house for more. Guess how you make the most money? you make the most money by getting the house as cheap as possible. So just from the beginning, you all are bumping heads. Now they're going to want a minimum of $1,000 earnest money. They're going to want proof of funds. Okay, assume you can jump across those 3 hurdles first. You can get them to accept the price that works for you. You got the $1,000. You got proof of funds. Now the property is being advertised already. So the agent, they normally won't take a listing down, but you can always ask. They'll just change the status to pending. So that information to that agent is still out there, right? For what they would say, number one, is allows them to continue to market themselves, but also to market the property just in case if the property doesn't close, they can receive potential backup offers. But for you, that could be an issue because if you put it on a contract, you put it out there, other wholesalers, cash buyers, they Google it, see, oh, wow, this property is pending. Scroll down, boom, that's the listing agent. Boom, call them. Why is this property pending? We're trying to buy it. Huh? Maybe a deal breaker. You could possibly blow up a deal. Assume you can get past that. Now you got to show the property. Agent may work with you on that. Shouldn't be an issue. If you can get past all those hurdles, now you got to find buyers that don't want to that will buy properties that were already listed because they are normally bombarded with those properties. Again, not saying it can't be negotiated to something very attractive. It can be, but those are all the hurdles you got to jump over to get to a possible deal. So you really have to have the right type of buyer. So there are easier deals out there, Kim. That's why and I hadn't really talked about the different ways of marketing on this particular live, but that's why we talk about generating your own leads so you can control the narrative starting with the seller. So now you're the one marketing the deal and everybody has to funnel through you to make it happen, right? So now you're controlling everything. Now you're not putting up $1,000. You may be putting up 10 to $100, right? Now you're dealing directly with the decision maker, which is the owner. There's not a third party involved to influence the decision maker. It's just easier deals out there. So that's why we focus a lot on generating your own leads through driving for dollars, through cold calling, through text message, through other wholesalers possibly, ringers, voicemail, robocalls, Facebook ad, Google AdWords, direct mail, just a number of ways to generate leads. So again, it can be done as long as you can jump through all those hurdles I just talked, but what appear to be hurdles seem to be that way to me, then the world is yours, baby girl.
All right, I'm gonna do 2 more and then I'll be done because I got a lot. This one says, do we have to be present at the closing with the buyer?
You don't have to be. You can set it up. You don't have to be.
All right, this one you'll like. It says, what's up, Flip? As a fan, I want to know a little bit more about you. Do you have siblings? Where were you born? And have you bought a house yet? If so, did wholesaling help you do that? Or did you have one before?
Let me see. What's up there as a
Do you have siblings?
yeah, I have I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Yes, I have on the house bought. I found it through that one. I found through the business. Once you get into business, it's like you'll find it's hard for you to pay because I'm really in the search for a house now, but it's hard for me wanting to pay full price for something, right? And back then I got an extremely deal on that the first house, an extremely good deal, right? And so it's just hard to pay. Houses are so overpriced right now, just so overpriced.
Where were you born?
Oh, where was I born? God damn. Waynesboro, Mississippi. Google it.
Okay. I got a lot of questions about you doing a virtual class or coming to Atlanta to do a class. I'll let you answer that.
Well, we're going to do something for Flipper North 200. Really hadn't planned anything out, even though I went on ahead and said it. So we really had probably like Flipper North 207, 206, really. So we were doing 199A, 199B, C, D, E. I didn't want to get the F, so we did 200 last week. So that's on the table. Atlanta is the closest, largest city to us, so a couple hours. So we've been rolling pretty hard. I know, like I said, it's going to be the only show this week or whatever. Probably put out a little bit more content, maybe through some shorts. Definitely on TikTok and Instagram, we'll still be banging out stuff, and Twitter. Make sure you follow us, like this, and share it. Somebody else that wants to get into business. 2021 is almost over, guys. Yeah. Hey, everybody get hyped up for the new year. You can get an early start on it. Start having things rolling in motion. So continue to educate yourself. And make sure if you didn't get your question answered, post it in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos, and I answer those on a daily basis. You see all the banners up here. You need something. Most of them are self-explanatory. If you want a partner, text 5050. You want the contract, text the word contract. You want the training on PropStream, text the word time. You need to learn to determine the ARV on something, text the word letters, ARV. You want to know how to use my deal calculator, how to actually run the numbers on an actual deal, text the letters GD for good deal. I don't know what else I got up here.
Yeah, and this video will be in replay mode, y'all. So if you don't ask the question on YouTube, you can actually go to this video on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
All right, guys. So whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, have a great week. I'm sure you get some off time unless you're in retail. I won't be one of the ones out there bothering you. Trust me. I'll go the other direction. I hate this time of year as far as what come with it, as far as the shopping and stuff. A lot of giving, very little getting.
For you?
Me?
You don't be getting no gifts. You've been over these.
Very little. Let me say that again. Very little getting, a lot of giving. That's fine. I'm just saying, my last good Christmas was I was about 11. Wow. When I turned 12, I got a watch. The toys was over. My mama said, "You too big for toys now." I think I got a video game. I think I got a video game at 13. Let me take that back. I did think I got a video Atari 5600, but and it didn't work on Christmas Day. Cried like a baby. My mom was up early the next morning, headed back to Sears. I was acting so bad she got mad at me. You better shut that fuss up. Ain't nothing I can do about it today. I thought it was our black and white that was the problem. No, you got a faulty device. Oh, so let's get out of here, guys, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Yeah, that.